I'm giving my mailman my DNA in order to settle a family feud. So I got this Ancestry DNA kit, not affiliated yet, but we are going to spit in a vial, mail it off because I am feuding with a distant cousin who I didn't even know I had, and I need to prove him wrong. Okay, so let's open this up here. Oh, it's an activation code. Okay, so I have to activate this. While I do that, let me tell you what the feud is over. So this all goes back to when I wanted to find the origins of my last name. My name is Peyton Wilfley. I wanted to find out more about my last name family line, my paternal family line, my dad's, and so on and so forth, right? My last name is Americanized Prussian, which was Germany before Germany, basically. And so I went and looked at my father's father, looking at the line, found that it ends right here with this man, Johann Christoph Wilfley. Okay, so the whole entire feud right here is about the spelling of our last name because we don't know where this guy came from before he landed in America. The very earliest mention that we have of him is in 1753 when he lands in Pennsylvania. This is a Pennsylvania German pioneers form right here. He spelt his name, it says right there, Christoph, and then Wolfley. But that right there, when I saw this, I saw that, oh, that looks, what's that dot? What the heck? And so I thought to myself, since he's German, what is the most likely letter that this would be? And I found that it's probably the O with the 2 dots over it. And so here's how Google Translate pronounces it.
Wölfle.
Wölfle, right? Wilfley, Wölfle. Yeah, super close. So I'm like, all right, that's probably it. Because the way that he writes his name is the way that he grew up learning how to spell his name. And so on here, this is a genealogy profile for my ancestor, Johann Christoph Wilfley right here. So I changed his name to Johann Christoph the way I think it should be spelled. So when other people come here and we're all working together trying to figure out who this guy was before he landed in America, we see the way that his parents taught him how to spell it, and we can most likely find his parents back in Prussia or Germany, modern day Germany, right? However, this profile right here is also accessible to all of my distant, close, everyone who is descended from Johann Christoph Wilfley. So I got a distant cousin in here who thinks I'm wrong. He changed it back to the Americanized way. And so I decided to change it back. But this time I gave a fat explanation explaining myself saying, hey, do not change the name unless you read this. And then he changed it back and he put a comment, no idea how you got Wolfley from unreadable scribble. And so to prove this very distant random cousin who I didn't even know existed, to prove him wrong, I'm going to mail my DNA to Ancestry. And I don't even know if this is how Ancestry works, but hopefully they can connect me with a very distant cousin who also did their DNA, and I can contact them and we can look and compare our trees. We can find their missing, long lost great uncle, and we can find my great grandfather's missing family. We can merge the gap and the dispute. We can know where we came from in Germany, but also find how my last name was spelt back in Europe in the 1700s. Spit and tube, install, cap and shake, mail it off. Cool, let's do this. Should I do one of those girl unboxing sound thingamajigs where they do something for you? I don't know, hopefully. It's kind of weird that you're watching me spit into a vial, but